Hi and welcome to Take Time to Create. My name is Linda and this is where we take time out of our everyday lives to create new and wonderful things. Today we're going to work in our Brooklyn library, the Brooklyn sketchbook project. And I've done a few other pages and I will link those up in the iCards above. So we've got the dinosaur, we have surfing dinosaurs, and we have the pirate ship in the sky. So we're going to do another collage. That's what this whole book is. I'm just doing a bunch of collages. All right, let me stick some papers so that I don't leak onto the new pages. And we are going to start this page out with some ripped up dictionary pages to break the page. Now I kind of want all of these to have a similar feel, so I've used, dictionary pages and, books and other things as background. I didn't do that on this one, but for this one I do want to break up the page. I'm just going to use some Liquitex gloss gel. I think I've used different stuff on all the pages, but it doesn't really matter. It all is kind of the same thing. Just some way to adhere your dictionary pages down. That's all we're doing. And I'm just going to use just a little flat brush and go to town and overlap and all that good stuff. You know how to do it. We've done this a million times. You know how to do it. So go ahead and just break your page if you're doing it along with me. Or if not, then just hang tight. We'll get this all done and I will be right back. Okay, it's all done, and don't worry about it if you have a little bit hanging off the edges. Just trim that off at the end. So we're all done with our background. Let me dry it. Then we're going to add some paint. Then things were stuck. I'm gonna just use my heat tool real quick. Then we are going to paint the background and add a little detail. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use some Arteza paints. I did a review on these. I'll leave the link in the iCard above. Really pretty paints. I really like them a lot. And so what I'm just going to do is I'm kind of going to go sky to grass, just a little bit. I'm putting some blue, and this is Pearl Electric Blue, and then I'm going to take some of the lighter blue. This is Pearl Glacier Blue, whatever it's called. So I've got two tones here up in the sky. Just taking not a lot, just a little tiny bit. And then I'm just going to take a paintbrush and just kind of blend a little bit just to get a little bit of a sky. Now we're going to take some greens. I'm going to take this Pearl Lime green, and I'm going to take this darker olive green. There we go. Just like that. We've got a ground, sky, very basic. Now we're going to add our collage elements because that's the focus of this. And when I show you my focal pieces, let me dry this real quick. Okay, so here are my focal points. Found this car, and then I found this giant frog, and he's gonna go on top of here. We're gonna just kind of scoot it off a little bit because I don't want it exactly in the center, and we're gonna kind of it'll bend when I bend the page. And then we're gonna put the frog, and he's gonna kind of hang out on top of the car. And then we're going to add some elements down below. So let's start with the car. And I'm using gloss gel again. Okay, so I'm putting it on the back just like this, and I'm not gonna push it all the way down because I do want my frog to kind of you know, go in between a little bit. So it's kind of set down, and then I'm gonna go kind of quickly and get my frog going. Get all of the legs, whoopsie, I folded him. Get all of the edges, all of his little limbs. And let's see here. All of these little guys, just like this. Okay. This would be kind of terrifying if you had a giant frog on your car. But for this, he's kind of cute. Okay, so we're gonna kind of set him down, unroll him a little bit. I want to have the car go up. So the frog is kind of on and around the car. Okay, so now I'm gonna kind of seal it all. I'm gonna make sure I get under all of the edges. So I'm gonna lift up with my brush and make sure it's all well adhered down, because we don't want it to come up. Since this is going to Brooklyn, it's part of that sketchbook library program, I want to make sure that it is well adhered down, and I want to make sure that when a lot of people handle it and they touch it and they, you know, hang out with it or whatever, that it's not gonna come up. I don't hate for that to happen. All right. So we've got that. I kind of like it. Good. All right. So now I'm going to dry this real quick. All right. So it's all dry now, and he looks super duper cute. What I'm going to do now, I want to add some flowers to the bottom. So I have some stamps. I have some, these are just blocks. I think I got these at the Dollar Tree. And this stamp I definitely got at the Dollar Tree. If I can link it down below, I will. I don't even know if they have them anymore, but you never know what you're going to find at the Dollar Tree. It's always exciting. So what I'm going to do is put the different flowers on the different backgrounds here. And I've got these little guys too. So I'm going to kind of play it by ear and just kind of stamp around, because I really wanted this to kind of be on flowers, because not like cars drive on flowers, but I thought it was just going to be really fun to put that there. I'm using archival ink, and I'm just using black because I wanted it, I didn't want a bunch of colors. I wanted to have the black here, and we're just gonna stamp around, and we're just gonna add all kinds of, you know, whatever you have works, of course. And I'm just filling in wherever we have space, and I just want to have it look like there's lots of flowers all over. Just, I think it'd be kind of funny. I am going on the car and the frog and everywhere, just kind of adding it. I am re-inking it each time as well, because then I get a really good impression. Oh, look how cute. Okay, I'm loving this. Okay, I love the really little flowers. I think those are super cute. And I'm going on top of flowers. Doesn't really matter. All right, then I have a leaf on this set. I've got a couple leaves. I've got an open leaf and a closed leaf. I'm just placing them randomly all over. There we go. It's driving on a bed of flowers. I do love how that turned out. Just kind of fun, just a little on the random side. And that's what I feel collaging can be. Collaging doesn't have to be exact, it doesn't have to be perfect. It can just be a lot of whimsy and imagination, and I do love that about collaging. I think it's the fun part about collaging. Okay, so into the sky, we're going to add some splashes. I've got my paper towel, and I'm going to cover up my frog. Probably should have done splashes before I before I put my frog down, but that's okay. It happens, right? We all forget. We all think of things afterwards. There we go. Put some splashes here, some blue in the sky. Cover up my frog here. I just took some of the same darker blue and watered it down. Okay. Oh, I like the splashes. Oh, let me get this little triangle here. Okay. There. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some green splashes on the ground. So I just take a little bit on my palette and I just water it down. I just take a spray bottle, water it down. There we go. You want it a little runny. And then I just take another one and I just tap. Do you want to play around with it? See how watery you need it. Some paints need more, some colors need more than others, but it's kind of up to you. Okay, so very cute. All right, so I dried the splashes and we're all good there. And so I'm going to use a quote from Tim Holtz' Small Talk. And it says, always take the scenic route, which I think is really funny because, you know, this scenic route got a frog on the car. They may be regretting taking that scenic route. So for these, I adhere them down. They've got the sticker on the back, but then I take some of the gloss gel and I am just adhering it down just to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. Once again, since this goes to Brooklyn and, you know, people might pick it off or, you know, as it gets handled, I just want to make sure it stays on. There we go. This page is all done. So always take the scenic route. You never know when you're going to get a giant frog on your car. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post new videos. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and on my blog. I do have 2 Instagrams. I have Take Time to Create and I have Linda's Journey 78. Take Time to Create is all my crafty goodies and all this kind of stuff, and Linda's Journey 78 is just my personal stuff if you want to follow my personal life. I also have a Facebook and a blog. I'd love to have you follow along on any or all of those. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.